Good morning, this is Jackie from Jungle Art and Design, and I'm also on Rose's Wild Rose Bohemian design team, and this week is my weekly challenge, and we're going to have such a lot of fun. So let us begin with what we're going to do. Firstly, remember to search in the search bar in the group for Thankful Thursdays and Freya Fridays, or to make it more simple, freebies. If you search freebies in the search bar, you'll get the freebies, and then you can print them out and use them for our challenge. If it's not possible to print and you have any of Rose's designs already printed, feel free to use it. I don't want to limit you so that you can't participate in the challenge. However, there is one rule for this challenge, and I'm going to be very strict about this rule because there is a reason behind it. I want you to learn to use stuff in your home that would end up in the trash bin, and we need to look after our environment. So we are going to protect our trees. And how are we going to do that? We're going to use all the scraps at home possible. We're not going to hoard. We're just going to use the scraps so that we do not encourage more trees to be chopped down for paper. So we're going to use toilet rolls. I already cut this because I'm doing my short little video over. We're going to use toilet paper roll insides. This one is white, some are brown, so the color doesn't matter. It's just that you have to use this for your project. So I cut it open, and then I just crumpled it a bit just to make it softer. So it doesn't matter that it looks like it's been trodden by a herd of cattle. You can iron it flat if you want to. I usually iron it if I'm not too lazy, and then it works much better and it's neater when we glue it. But then after we've cut it open, so maybe you'll have to use several of these. I'm sure you have enough at home. And then we're going to use the Thankful Thursday or any of Rose's designs if you cannot print the Thankful Thursdays. So this September month, the theme is Bohemian. It's the color theme is mostly purples, rich royal colors, a lot of intricate designs, very fine detail, much in the way of jewelry or paisley prints. Look at these lovely frames with the jewels and the details and the gold engravings and stuff. And then I took this tag page because it's very textured, and this is going to be something different that we're going to do. But I also love the designs on them, and because there are two of them. So our project or challenge for this week is to make dangles with a difference. That is the theme, dangles with a difference. And the dangles that the fussy cuts or that we cut out have to be glued to the toilet roll inside paper to make it sturdy, because some dangles are going to hang on the outside of our journals or folios, and some are going to be on the sides of our papers or in the inside of our journals. So we have to make it sturdy, and don't use your expensive cardstock. Print on normal printer paper, and then we glue it onto this so that we can utilize and this paper and spare our cardstock and spare our trees. So we're going to be environment friendly with our challenge. I'm going to go now and cut. I'm back, and I did all my fussy cutting, and I ironed my toilet paper roll insides. Before we have any questions, if you have got baking paper rolls, the insides of those, let me just reach out to one, or glad wrap, plastic wrap. If you've got one of these tubes, you may also use it, although they just feel much thicker. I don't use them so much, but you may also use that if you have something like that, or a paper roll inside. It should just be a recyclable piece of cardboard. Okay, let's change the rule. You can also use cereal box insides, but they're not going to be so thick maybe. But when you enter your finished dangle, I want to see a photo where you glued onto your recyclable cardboard or toilet roll inside or cereal box or whatever. It should be something that is in your house. It should not be cardstock that you have purchased or been given as a gift. No cardstock. We're going to use recyclable material. Okay. I just want to make it clear that it's not I'm not thinking out a rule. I'm trying to encourage you to repurpose materials so that we look after our environment. Now you can see the difference between the one that I did not iron and the ones that I did iron. There is a difference, so I'm going to test this and see what the appearance looks like, but I think it's much better if we could iron it, then it's just more smooth. Okay, so I've cut out these, and I'm going to start with one of these. These will maybe be the easiest. Now these are actually tags, so which you can just glue together, and it's well, I think that was Rose's idea, that it's easily to there's less cutting and you can easily glue them together, or you can maybe make a booklet out of it, or there's I think these were created so that we get more creative. They were designed so that we can use our creative juices to make something different other than just a tag. So I'm just folding them so that I get the feeling of which one I want to use. And if there are white edges, I'm going to ink them, because I'm trying my best to cut it out as straight as possible. And I'm not that successful, so usually I have a white edge or I cut into the design, and that's not fun. So let us have a look at the different tags, and I wonder if you know which one I will be choosing. I'm thinking about Wendy at this moment. Wendy is one of the tribe members and she does the challenges. And Wendy, this one's for you. I'm loving the purple. My second choice would be this one, but I am actually intend to use all of them in my journal that I'm going to make, so, or journals. So it's not that I'm going to put them away and hoard them. I'm just going to use this one for today. So this is this I can use as a dangle, but I'm going to insert this inside and then cut it out and then glue it. What else can we do? We can use these paisley designs. So we glue it this side and cut it out, and then we glue the other one to the back side so that they look the same on both sides. Okay, that's one way we can do it. If you prefer to glue it on the brown side and keep it white there so that there's journaling space or to write something, you can also do that. That's an idea. What if we were to use the moons? So I took them and I saw that they are all differently or designed differently, so they're not going to be the same if we want to glue them back to one another. So I was thinking if I glue them, I like the brown, but anyway, let's say we glue them like this. We can fit in 2 of them, and then we've got the other side, and then we can decorate the other side with inks or stamps or whatever, so that we can do. And then if we look at these, I don't mind what's on the other side. They don't have to even be much the same. Then I just cut them in more or less the same size, and then they've got a back and a front. So what my intention is with this, let me show you an example. I made a journal for a friend of mine, which she has not received yet, but she has already had a peek into her journal, and I made these dangles. I just want to, I'm not in proper view. I made this dangle with the beads in between, and that is more or less the idea. I didn't cover them on the back. I just inked it and left them white, and I printed them on cardstock, so I didn't use anything to make them more sturdy. I'm not going to show you the other dangle now because that's a project for another day or another challenge. So let's start with this one. I'm going to make this one, and then I will make some of the others and just show. We're going to do this one together, and then I will make some of the others and then add them as examples. So some more happened to me. I went to fetch some beads and I laid them out and I showed you the whole process, and here's the end product. And as I looked at my computer, I saw that I didn't record it. So this one is nearly done. I'm going to show you how to make another one. I just want to quickly hide away this piece of beading wire where it doesn't hurt your fingers and it's neatened. So you turn it around on the this wire that it has the string beads on. You turn it around the bottom of this bead. I just have to try to pull it now. Okay, there, it's done. So that was one dangle I made. So you can attach it to a page like that and let it be on the side, and you can add a sentiment. You can add it like that with a punched hole into your journal, or you can add it to the spine of your journal and it can hang down like that. You can add a sentiment or so. So this is one way to use a tag as a dangle. So these other tags, they have got many possibilities, and I'm not going to give you ideas because you have to think of them yourself. That is the challenge. But remember to use some or other sturdy cardboard from your home as part of your dangle. That is the rule for the challenge. So maybe we should work on the moons. I cut out 3 moons, and now I'm wondering in which way can we use it. So usually I like them hanging from small to large as a dangle, but this is still a tricky one because if I take my beading wire, I just want to remove some wire. If I take the beading wire, then usually I've got it in between the cardboard and the piece that I of design that I use. So actually I had to glue this beforehand, which I did not do. So that is actually my problem now. So I'm going to have to improvise and think of another way to do it if I want to do it like that. So I can cut out another piece and glue it to it, which will make it sturdier because it doesn't feel sturdy enough for me, especially on the edges. So that may be a thought or a thing to do, and we can just do it on plain paper. We don't have to do it on cardstock at all. So I'm thinking, what about doing it on this? So I'm going to glue it to this paper and then cut it out. So I'm going to do the gluing and let the glue dry, and then I'll be back and then we can start stringing the beads. I am back, and I solved the way that I am going to create this dangle. So I first stringed in these beads onto the wire, and then I put the wire down, and then I glued this moon, and then after it was glued, I stringed those 2 beads, and then I put down the wire and I glued this down. But actually I realized now I've got to lift it up here because this will have to go beneath there. So I've got to quickly string some beads. back, and here's my dangle. I've put it on white paper so that you can see it nicely, but it hangs like this. I'm trying to get it in view. It will hang like this. And on the back side it's got the polka dots. So this is my finished dangle for my journal. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you're going to have fun with the challenge. Please remember to write the hashtag WRB September 2024 as part of your post when you post your dangle, to be able to be entered into the drawing for a prize for one of Rose's lovely kits. I still have to ink the sides and so on, but I just wanted to show you what type of different dangles you can make. That's all from me for today, and happy crafting.